Hot to the movie. One Last Thing is a film that starts off with the suggestion that it might be more than it actually is, but then it doesn't deliver. The film begins with 16-year-old Dylan Jamieson and his two buddies Slap and Ricky sitting in Dylan's bedroom in his home just outside Philadelphia, and all getting high from smoking marijuana. Then Dylan's mother, played by Cynthia Nixon, comes in and says, "Dylan, what did I tell you about sharing your medication?" You see, Dylan is suffering from terminal cancer, but that doesn't prevent him from being a typical teenage boy, because hanging on his bedroom wall is a huge poster of leggy supermodel Nikki Sinclair. Dylan has been chosen by an organization called United Wish Givers to be awarded a dream wish of his choice, considering that his father had died a few years earlier too, and everyone's understanding is that Dylan will say that he wants to go fishing with Jason O'Malley, a professional football player. However, when Dylan gets on stage during the televised event, he surprises everyone and perhaps even himself by saying, "I'd like to spend a weekend alone with Nikki Sinclair." Naturally, this comes to the attention of Nikki and her agent, played by Gina Gershon, and then they go out of their way to make a brief stop at Dylan's home, where Nikki gives Dylan a card with her agent's number on it, saying it's for if he ever comes to New York City. Well, Dylan and his two buddies go on a local cable access TV channel and hold an auction on which they sell off Dylan's stuff, and they get $10,000 for one item from a surprising source. Because none of the three teenagers has ever been to New York City, they all three decide to go. Dylan is going to try to convince Nikki to spend a weekend with him, but Slap and Ricky just want to have a good time. This is where the film that is trying to be poignantly funny becomes preposterous. Early in the story, there is a tender scene in which Dylan takes his mother out to dinner at a fancy restaurant, but it soon goes downhill from there. One Last Thing is not the mother of all message movies, but it sure is the son of one. I'm Dan Culberson, and this is Hot Shots.